Good evening, all. How are we? I hope we are well. Welcome back to another video on the Unside Spurs channel, of course. Hope the day's treated you well. Obviously, whatever you've been up to, I hope it has been good. Um, these lives are getting a bit more common. We've got loads to talk about in today's video. Loads to talk about. We've got updates on Conor Gallagher. We got quite new breaking news, Emerson Royal. We're talking obviously Sonny, as you see in the headline. We're talking Sonny. We're talking Andreas Pereira. We're talking Geertruida. We're talking so many people in this video. So really super busy one. Really super busy one. Obviously, if you are seeing this and you're new, subscribe. And obviously let's talk a little bit about well, actually, I tell you what, I will start with Conor Gallagher because I've got three bits of information, so quite a bit really on Conor Gallagher. So I'm going to start with the Sammy Muckbell one, and he's put out that there is a sense that all parties would prefer Tottenham target Conor Gallagher's future to be sold before the Euros start next week. Obviously, it starts in 9 days. Obviously, I think England play on the 16th, I think, but it starts in 9 days, and I think it's going to be difficult to have that idea done in 9 days. I think that he wants to take his time. He wants to see the way the land falls, the way the penny falls, and I don't blame him for it, to be honest. We talked earlier about Conor Gallagher and his fees banned around of like 50 odd million, and I don't see Spurs touching that with a 20-foot pole. But the fact that this idea that we want it done, or at least the ideas of him moving done in 9 days, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. There was a report. I will just double check who it's from again. There was a report from Tuta Mercato who said that Atletico Madrid have their eyes on Conor Gallagher for the midfield. You like Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. That's who you like. That's who you like. You don't like Conor Gallagher. You like Højbjerg. Let's just go with that. Evening, Alex Van Gogh, Joshua, evening all. I hope you're all right. So there is that. So you've got a bit of Atletico Madrid interest. You've obviously then got the Spurs side of things, and I think everyone wanting an idea that the deal's going to be sorted in the next couple of days. The other quite interesting thing, which came from the Athletic and Liam Toomey, who said that Spurs and Chelsea didn't do business with one another during the Roman Abramovich era due to the rivalry between the two clubs. However, with Clearlake and Todd Boehly now at the helm at Chelsea, it is likely that any offer that is made will be considered on its merits rather than rejected out of hand due to identity of the bidders. I've always said when someone said, "Oh, he'll pick Villa over us," I always said he'll be sold to the highest bidder. That's the way I look at this deal. I don't think it's a situation of I don't sell Spurs. Don't sell Spurs. Well, Villa are only a couple of points ahead of us in the league, so it's not like it's any big difference between the two of them. But also, if Villa offer, let's say 30 and we offer 40, Chelsea need the money, so they're just going to do it. Like Josh said, I don't think he cares. He doesn't care about the rivalry. So yeah, there's a little bit on Conor Gallagher. I'm not spending time on that one because we talked about him earlier, and I'm a little bit bored of it. I won't lie. I want to talk about this ridiculous report on Heung-min Son. So Rudy Giletti put out something which, I laughed at it at first, and basically, obviously, new Fenerbahce manager Jose Mourinho, and it said that Fenerbahce have included Son Heung-min Son on the shortlist for the summer. Mourinho knows the Korean well, and having trained for over a year and a half during his time at Spurs. Fenerbahce, Son. Apparently, there's a Saudi Arabian side in for Son. Oh. Well, he's going nowhere. He's signing a new deal. So I don't know where this has come from, So there's sometimes you report on rumours and sometimes you just want to mock them. And this is a mocking one. Morning. Oh, evening, Sudashan. Hope you're right, mate. He's not going anywhere. Van Gogh, no, mate, he's going nowhere. Jose might want a couple of other players, Joshua, and he's more than welcome to have Højbjerg. He's more than welcome to have quite a few. I can name him quite a few if he wants. I just thought I'd get that one in there early doors, get out of the way and move on. because it's farcical to say the least. Right, I want to quickly talk about. I'll talk about Andreas Pereira. He can take Hill. He can take Gill. That's for sure. So Brazilian reports have stated that Spurs are interested in Fulham midfielder Andreas Pereira. They also go on to say in a different reporter go on to say that Spurs, Newcastle, and Villa have all expressed interest in Andreas Pereira. So I won't lie, I haven't really looked at his stats for this season. I think he was solid when he played. I mean, he is 28. You know, I'm technically a couple of years younger, and I think I'm too old for Spurs. There's a 20% sell-on clause as well, which I think goes to Man United. Yeah, it goes to Man. Yeah, it goes to Man United. That's who he came from. I mean, 44 games played, 3 goals, 9 assists. Yeah, I'm not keen on this one. He's got 3 caps for Brazil. I didn't think that. Wow. Contract expires in the summer of 2026 with an option for an extra year. Yeah, no, I'm pretty content to say that I don't really want this one, and I don't see it happening either. Yeah, ridiculous. I'm seeing Spence could be next out. Hopefully, get a few million from him, and then Emerson. Well, I've got an update on Emerson in a minute, Joshua, but we did speak about Spence yesterday and today. The CEO or director of football, whatever, he's talking to Spurs to try and get a deal sorted, which is a bit cheaper than the 8.5. Jose thinks it'll be easy managing Fenerbahce and Spurs. Whole Turkish league is effed. Well, had he won that EFL Cup instead of getting sacked, he probably would have done his job at Spurs. That's how bad we were at the time. He's like 28. Is it worth it really? And these kind of rumors end up being completely fake anyways. Well, Brazilian rumors are normally quite solid. I can't lie. We've had them from for Richarlison, and they normally turned out all right. There's a couple of reporters reporting on it. I don't see it happening because if I've always been on the camp of, well, even Paulinho's too old. Well, Paulinho is at least an absolute baller. I just don't see that as well for Pereira personally. Yeah. Turkish chairmans do not like the Turkish referees. I can tell you that. It is violent. Would you do a swap deal, Spence and 15 million for Goodmanson? No, mate, I wouldn't. I would not. Evening, Sophia, mate. Hope you are well. Pereira is a big no for me. Yeah, he's a big no for me as well. So I agree with you. Saw on Twitter about Nico Williams. Unsure if there's any truth in it. It was a whole thread. Haven't seen it, Joshua, personally. Let me know where you saw it. I'll have a quick look at it, see if there's anything to that. But yeah, there's a little bit on Andreas Pereira. Right. Let's have a little look. Right, yes. I've got a couple on Emerson Royal. So earlier today, from the Gazzetta, they said that Emerson Royal is determined to join AC Milan this summer. Talks are taking place over a possible 20 million euro transfer. Well, it came out from Calcio Mercato around the same sort of time saying that he has agreed sort of a contract. So there's that. I didn't think that. I mean, we talked about how personal terms were never going to be an issue. This won't be an issue now. The fact that he's agreed, I guess it's a nice little step to that next step of him moving on. I mean, it says that Milan must now find an agreement and we want 20 million euros. I mean, 20 million euros just isn't a lot in today's football, but in Italy, that is a lot of money, unless as you were talking Napoli. He'll get moved. I'm not worried about Emerson Royal. That will get moved. Even if it's like installment, bonuses, whatever, we'll get to the sort of figure that we want. It may just look a tad bit different to how we should expect it to look, So he will move. And that'll be another one, obviously, after today of Cess, Tanganga, Dyer, Perisic. I guess you could throw Emerson on that list quite quickly after. Spence should be another one that we're talking about. So, hopefully, in the next week or so, we could rattle off at least maybe a couple more people off the list for people to leave. Evening, Liam, mate. How are we? Sudashan said Fenerbahce players quit the game at first minute conceding the goal. Yeah, they put out their youth team or something like that. It was it wasn't like your normal quit. I can tell you that. Was Shane bigger than Pereira, Sofian? Yeah, I agree. I just came in. What did I miss? Let's go on Gallagher. They want every party, well, excluding maybe Gallagher's party, want a decision made on his future by the start of the Euros. Spurs are somewhat interested in Andreas Pereira. I've talked about something else. I don't know what I've talked about. Oh, we a bit on Son. What we call, quote, Deadwood in the squad is probably better than Pereira, or I'm just being ridiculous. You may be in the ballpark. You're not totally ridiculous, but you might be slightly in the ballpark. Turkish media is the most dramatic and chaotic of all football medias around. It's can't lie, certainly a little bit funny. I would say that. Right. So there's that. Right, we've got a bit more to talk about here. I've got a little bit to talk about on Koopmeiners, which will impact us. But I want to talk about Geertruida, because quite a few of you are quite keen on Lutsharel Geertruida. And, he was at the Spurs game with Santiago Jimenez, this season. And everyone thought it was just for Jimenez. Well, maybe it's for Geertruida as well. So a couple of different reporters out in Holland saying that Spurs are amongst clubs interested in foreign defender Geertruida. And the other one said the same sort of thing. I'm interested by the Geertruida one personally. I see why everyone wants Gallagher. He's a pressing machine. He is a pressing machine. Which Pereira is it? Andreas from Fulham, Liam. Ivan Toney should consider a move to Athletic suit over. Yes, I mean Tony. Well, Jackson Martez obviously went to Athletic all those years ago. He wasn't great, but he was great before he went there. Is it Alex Pereira? No, definitely not US. Not Pertan. No, not him. This is Andreas. Van der Ven, Romero, Dragusian, Phillips. Do we need another centre back? Well, Phillips may get loaned out, Sofian. So that's why. But they also may look at a left centre back who can also masquerade as a left back. He'd be good, honestly, for me. Centre back that can play fullback is somewhat of priority now. Him, Calafiori, Simakan, so on. Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah, I was talking about Geertruida. I got distracted. But yeah, Geertruida definitely is a very, very athletic defender. Plays a bit of right back, plays a bit of centre back. Hell, he could probably play a bit of CDM, to be honest, and okay, maybe he's not the left back that we're thinking of, but maybe Spurs might go, look, we're going to go and get an out-and-out left back, and we'll go and get a right back who can also masquerade as a centre half. Maybe they go that route. Maybe they're thinking, look, we can't really seem to get that left centre back to roll down, but we can get a left back. Maybe they go that route. Imagine Pertan being a defensive mid. He would be destructive. I was hoping to have signed 3 or 4 players by now. It's early doors, Stinging Nettle. It's early doors. Also, good evening to you. I hope you're well. Did you mention anything about Spurs beginning talks for Eze yesterday? This was the fee around 50 million. We're trying to get lower. I did talk about that, Joshua. I also talked about there might be a release clause as well, mate. Which footballer do you think would do well in the UFC? Past or present, Sudashan? Past or present? Is there any truth to Trevor Chalobah joining, or are we interested? Sorry, I believe it's he. Yeah, Trevor Chalobah will be on the list of defenders. He will be, because he can also play right back. So again, centre half, can also masquerade as a right back. Potentially. A footballer could do well of all time. Good Lord. Vinnie Jones, how about that? We'll go with a proper hard man. So yeah, a little bit on Geertruida there. Keno did have 4 amateur boxing fights. He did have that. Would you bring Dybala in for 12 million euros? Because I would. I wouldn't, mate. I think 10 minutes in Ange's system, his body would break on him. Adama Traore seems obvious, yeah. Yeah, I've seen this Suzuki with link with Spurs. I don't know enough about him, son, to be honest. I don't know enough about him to really give a fair critique on it, to be honest. I want to let's do a little cheeky poll on this one, because I someone mentioned his name. God, I've got to actually learn how to spell his name correctly. I think that's how you spell it, and I'm going to go this one. Right, what I want to do, just for a couple of minutes, vote on that poll. Pogba could do UFC, but I reckon Pogba could, to be fair. Probably could. Summer fruit squash, you know the rules. Right, yeah, vote on that poll, because I'm keen to know what you think on that. Because obviously one is homegrown, one obviously isn't. But obviously those things take a massive effect on what we're trying to do this summer. And we getting on. Geertruida is killing this. Wow. This is definitive. This is very definitive that he's doing his business. Whilst that's going on, let's have a quick look. Right, yeah, we'll talk Koopmeiners next. That's what we'll talk about next. Yeah. No, it's obviously Geertruida. Van Gogh, mate. I know. I've got to put it out there, though, Just a quick little flick of the button. So, look, Geertruida obviously looks like quite a clear favourite. I like Chalobah. I think Chalobah's a good defender. His injury record does worry me a little bit from this season, but hey, we'll go from there. What Arsenal player would you be keen to buy? None of them. What does Chalobah bring special to this team? He'd suit Ange's system. That's the way I would look at that. What do you think of Kyle Walker-Peters as a backup, left back, and right back, and home trained? It's good. It's all right, Billy. It's all right. I don't love it, but it's all right. Where's Eze? He's at Hotspur Way, mate. Not sign a deal or anything, but he's there for the England's camp. There's no real news on Eze at the moment. There was talk about how there might be a release clause. There's talk about how, pardon me. There's talk about, oh yeah, no, he's at Hotspur. He is held in the cupboard, right? Daniel Levy, pen and paper. All right. He's like, oi, you're going to sign this. You're going to sign this. And there's just Ange in the corner. Mate, on repeat. All right. You are right. I forgot. I just thought he'd been let out by now, but no, I just caught wind. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's still in the room getting tortured for his signature on the Spurs contract. He's getting mate tortured. Yeah, he's getting mate tortured. That's what he's getting. So this one, I think, because a lot of us are quite keen on Ederson from Atalanta. So I thought I'd bring this one in because I think it's much more, it does take effect. Like when I was talking about how managers joining, new clubs, they also quite often like to look at their old clubs to bring a few players with them because they like them and they know what they're getting, So when we got Thiago Motta going to Juventus or Juventus, as they might call it, from Bologna, he obviously wants Calafiori. That one's that's a given. He wants Calafiori. When we're talking Koopmeiners, there's also this. So Nicolo Shearer, who put out, what time was it? It was just after I actually talked about it earlier, said that Toon Koopmeiners is getting closer to Juventus, an agreement in principle for the Dutch midfielder for a contract until the summer of 2029 with a salary of 4.5 million euros per year. Koopmeiners has given his ability to Juve since 2 months ago, and they're working on a deal to get it sorted. Now, that's why I want to bring this in, because I think this will get in the way now of any move for Ederson. I think they'll hold on to Ederson for dear life. And the only way you're going to buy an Ederson is if you overpay. It's the only way I see it. We are interested in Geertruida, Joshua. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Imagine if Haaland comes to Spurs and would unlock that Dortmund Haaland. Don't know. That Haaland not last season, been this first season at City was pretty damn good. Would En-Nesyri fit in the Ange system? I think he would. Maybe, but I wouldn't be blown away by that one, Sofian. Would love final defender, Geertruida. Yeah, Matic, absolutely. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Liam said, Ibrahimovic and Pogba. Oh, Ibra is a good one for the UFC, actually. Fair enough. I didn't think of that one. Danny, trust me, friends in very close places. Eze is essentially ready to sign. Spurs have been working on Eze for months and months. Fee is sticking point. Well, let's see, mate. We'll see. Is there any news regarding Desiree Doué? Nothing right this second. He's on the list of players that we're interested in, but nothing right now. Regals made it. Unbelievable. Hang on. No, I'm alive. He did make it. He actually has made it. Good Lord. Hopefully not on the tills this time, mate. Yeah, just account thump, mate. On repeat. Evening, DJ, mate. Hope you are well. Wonder why no club is interested in De Ketelaere. Well, he was on loan at Atalanta, and he'll be joining Atalanta permanently. Regal, mate. Can't be saying those words. I get demonetized. But yeah, I am, to be fair. So there's that. Severe striker or Tony? Tony. Yeah, Tony. See, Van Gogh, mate, I am a wealth of knowledge for like 1 second a day. I just got here. Oh, we're talking Joe Bellingham. We won't be talking Joe Bellingham today, Andile. Regal, mate, don't take it back. It was good banter. It's fine, mate. I'm not crying. You're all right, mate. Don't worry. It's gone Colorado Sonny at PSG. Yeah, he'll be staying there. That'll be more of an FFP that he has to stay there. I'm really, really happy. HITC informed Spurs resistance. Oh, yeah. Man City leading the race. Well, true. Evening, Daniel, mate. Hope you are well. Yeah, Sonny won't be gone. Sonny won't be going. He won't be going. I saw that video that him and Kane were in, wishing each other, obviously nice wishes and looking forward to seeing each other for the game against Bayern. I was like, yeah, this one hurts. Marshall would be proud. Where is Marshall? He's missing out on someone talking about his favourite guy. I'll be crying when we sign Chalobah as our main signing. What about as our only signing? Yeah, now you really will be crying. I'll have to talk you down off that cliff. Yeah, this Levy's already commented on it. I don't know how Turkish reports already got that. They don't mess around when they want information. They get it evidently. So there's a little bit on that side of things. I keep getting sent something on Paul Gascoigne that he was talking on that podcast, and it was bloody hilarious. What's this? So it looks like Wolves' bid to get VAR scrapped has no chance. Apparently, people didn't really want it gone. And I don't see VAR. Here's what I don't see VAR as the issue. It's who's running it is the issue. That's the way I look at it. What if we get Hudson-Odoi as our main forward? Gosh, a lot of negativity in this chat today. Where's the whole we're signing Mbappe? Obviously, I know we're not, by the way, before anyone cries. Eze needs to be our main signer for me. Liam, mate, you're speaking a gospel that I shall follow. Have you heard anything on the winger from Girona that we are apparently looking at? Oh, I can't say his name, but it begins with a T. I did see something on that. Hang on. No, that's a UFC fighter. Hang on. I'll find it from here. I say that. I definitely can't. Right, we're looking for the Paolo Gazaniga's out there. Oh, that's it. Siankov. I put in something else and I got a UFC fighter that I complete. Oh, yeah. Joshua got me there. All right, everyone. I got there. All right. Oh, no, I'm joking, lads. That's him. Yeah. He's honestly not a bad option. Well, hang on. I did see it earlier, but I didn't. To be honest, lads, I didn't take any notice of it. Angela, you can't be Ange out if we don't get Eze. It's not an Eze if we don't get Ange. He's not the one hitting on the emails and the texts and things like that. He's probably on holiday. He's probably enjoying himself. Seems like a 9 will be the real surprise of the week. Do you know what, Gary? That's not a bad shout that 9 could be a surprise. Because I know we're linked. Well, look, we're linked with Slankies and Tonys and Yorkerezes and Appenders. It could be something that we have no idea about. No news on Kubo. Can we just sign players whose names we can pronounce? Honestly, DJ, there's a few guys that we have been linked to, and I genuinely sit there for ages trying to understand how the hell to say their names. I haven't got a clue. It's to the lane and back for Nico Williams. All right, let me have a look. Let's see. Here you go. This is where we get to call Joshua a fraud or not. Right. I mean, they reposted quotes from Romero that came out 3 or 4 days ago. That doesn't fill me with much confidence. I don't see anything on Nico Williams at the moment, mate. I mean, they put out that we're still looking at Hudson-Odoi, and we're not. So I don't really see it. It's from a day ago. I didn't see it, to be honest, Joshua. I didn't see it. Is there any truth in the Edwards link? Hoping not. There will be something. Yeah, he'll be on the list of attackers for sure. I would rather have a Pender if possible. Werner Dilsh, hope it. Yeah, mate, Van Gogh, mate. I'd love me some Pender. I would. Ange imposter Cogli if we don't get Eze. Yeah. There's an imposter among us. Danny Olmo is going to Bayern. I'm pretty ecstatic. Kane could really use that guy. Well, I thought he would end up at City because I think City will move off Bernardo Silva, which will make a ton of sense. But hey ho. If we don't get Eze, it's 1,000,000% on Levy and the club not paying what Palace wants. Spurs trying to get everything possible to lower us. Yeah, I don't think Palace will go much lower on what they want. Google Translate to help saying the names. Yeah, it's my best friend for it. Williams is on crazy money. Yeah, he'd end up having to drop his wages. We're not paying Williams 300 grand a week or whatever he's on. Pender is, yeah, he's small, but Sonny was pretty good as a number 9. Yeah, he's not getting 300k. Evening, Callum, mate. Yeah, I don't believe the Enesri deal is progressing. Yeah, I don't see it progressing. Just purely because we're linked with about 1 million strikers, basically. Dovbrek has a 40 million release clause, maybe. He could be on the list. He had a really good season. He could be on the list. Again, it's one of those things where the striker list of players they're interested in is so long. So long. Williams, Eze, and Tony would be an amazing for me, but I understand we still need a CDM. Well, we're not going to finish this summer on 3 signings. We'll end up getting, 5 or 6. Yeah, go on, Joshua. At me in it. I'll have a little look. I'll tell you. We'll all be able to judge Joshua in a minute. Is he a man of credibility, or are we going to be all frauded out by him? We'll all see together very quickly. Richie, right? Yeah, no, I was hoping that we'll talk about Richie a little bit. So Richie, right, Saudi like Richie. He doesn't want to leave Spurs. Spurs are open to offers. Make of that what you wish. Who would you like to sign as a number 9 realistically? Realistically, look. I think realistically, you're probably looking at an Ivan Toney right now, off the top of my head. My top end of realistic into unrealistic, but just that gap before is the Pender realm. I quite like that realm. Can we get an Endo for ourselves? We probably could. Maybe not Endo himself, but we probably could. Joshua, let me know when you've added me in it. All right. Would we grab a DM this summer? We'll grab 1 to 2 midfielders this summer. Yeah. On the beers, lad. Summer fruit squash. Can we get Pedro Neto? I think there's more chance of Levy getting a Cornetto. Have you seen the prices of Cornettos recently, Sofian? They are not cheap, mate. Or is Gallagher filling that DM role? He won't be filling the DM role. He'll be more of an 8. Saudi like Lenosho, but he don't like Saudi. Just wants better. Oh, you mean Lo Celso? Yeah, I talked about him yesterday about that link. Yeah, he won't go to Saudi. He'll be going back to Spain. Pender be more of a winger like Werner under Ange, I reckon. I will take a Bender at right back as long as we get him. Solanke be a good for us. If Polly sees that / hears me saying that, she'd be all over it. Solanke would be, in terms of the style of play, the player that he is, it would work. Would he be the guy though? We'll see. Right, Joshua's atted me. Let's have a look. Come on. Here we go. That's 2 days ago. You said yesterday, you cheeky man. Oh, it's a thread. All right, let's have a look. As reported by Football London, Tottenham Hotspur are expected to go after La Liga winger Nico Williams this summer. It's played a key role. Yeah, it's a full-on thread, but you can kind of skip through the majority of it. Williams will only continue to get better with time. Tottenham could get him by paying his £43 million release clause. Williams won't be easy. Liverpool would also be more than happy to his release clause, depending on what Hansi Flick wants for his Barca side. Barca can't even register Hansi Flick as a manager, let alone Nico Williams. Look, there might be a little bit to that, Josh. I won't call you a fraud, mate. You can. Oh no, he's not a fraud, Regal. We'll let him off. He might be on fraud watch, but we'll let him off. No, mate, you're all good. You're all good. It says one day for you. Well, it says June 3rd for me. So that's 2 days ago, Joshua. Thank you. No, he's on the list of players that we want. The 300k a week, I think, will probably make Daniel Levy fall off his seat and then shudder into a shower, rocking backwards and forwards. Best of luck to Tanganga, Sessegnon, Dyer, and Perisic. Absolutely. Saving over 17 million on their wages as well. So best of luck to our bank accounts. Prefer twisters to cornetos. Either work for me. Solanke's good, but he's not Champions League level. He's done pretty well this season. It says one day for Omar Mamouche, perfect striker, winger hybrid. Mr. Beats, how are we, mate? How are we? I think Omar Mamouche would be a good attacker signing if we were, we signed a striker, we signed an Eze, and we got another. That's how I would look at that one. Joshua's a fraud. Here we go. Unbelievable. Do you think Parrott will get a look during preseason or be sold? He'll get a look, I think, Gary. And then if it's not guaranteed that he's going to be here long term, they'll sell him. Desiree can do the same job as Nico. That's a bold shout, Sudishan. That's a bold shout. We won't sign Nico. His wages are high, and Levy won't pay a 250k plus that he wants. Or Sonny's not even on 200k, so I don't blame you. I'll make sure to at you in more news if you haven't seen it already. Yeah, cheers, mate. Appreciate it, Joshua. Every little helps. Calebos are better than Cornettos too. The juices of the Calebos are best, I think. He might be a one-season wonder, Solanke. He might be. So could Ivan Toney. So could Victor Yorkeres. Love me a Magnum. Do you mean the drink or do you mean the or the ice cream? Because the drink's quite nice as well. More chance of signing Robbie Williams than Nico. Oh, the idea of Robbie Williams on the left wing panics me. Oh, that panics me. Just singing at his right back. Solanke would flop in the Champions League. That's why I don't want him. Oh, bold. Solanke is European level, I think, but I would prefer Tony. Well, Liam's coming in there. It's like a game of tennis. Liam and Sofian here. Alex, how are you, mate? Where do you see Spurs in the next 5 years? Ooh, good question. Not as screwed as another big six team at the moment. No, I think still fighting top four, and not in terms of fighting fourth, but we're a Champions League side, and we've won a couple of things. How about that? Let's go bold with it. 99 both ice cream and drink. Yeah, Joshua, smart man. 99 flakes. Yeah, signing Jimenez is more of a gamble than signing Tony. I would agree, mate. Absolutely, just jump in, mate. Past Zlatan, present Rudiger. Oh yeah. Tony is a big no for me, really. Yeah, you've been on that hype for a little while, Van Gogh, haven't you, mate? We need to be signing proven quality. So, James, yeah, I agree with that to a degree. I think, we should be signing marquee guys. I think, think of an Eze, for example, marquee. You think of a striker, marquee. Maybe a central midfielder, solid. Well, let's just say it's Gallagher, right? You kind of know what you're getting, right? I wouldn't mind, an exciting player. That sort of, when we talked about, Archie Gray, Joe Bellingham, I don't mind signing one of them as long as we're signing, 4 or 5 ready to go guys, because then you can integrate them into that process. But then saying that, you sign Vicario, who, he's mid-20s as a keeper. That's quite young, unproven. I remember the fan base standing outside Hotspur Way, pitchforks and flares and fire going, we hate this guy, want him out of the club. And then about 2 games later, everyone was like, oh, this Vicario is a really good keeper. Donuts, Spurs fans are. And then you got obviously Desi Dogi's quite young. He's done quite well. Mickey van der Ven, so, there's a part where proven can work and sometimes unproven because it's cheaper works out just as well. Frozen margarita, yeah. Yorkerez has been doing it for a couple of years. It's got a lot of, I was joking, Sedition. He's done it in the championship and he did well this year. All right. I trust me. There isn't many striker options, though, honestly. Who can we really get? Jimenez, as much as I like him, it's too risky. Well, look, the people we're keen on, Solanke, Tony, Jimenez, Yorkerez, Apenda, Marmouche. I'm missing someone on this list. I mean, Garassi, you could still throw on that list technically. There's more. There'll be more to it. I don't see Sesko on that list, by the way, which I thought I'd just get in that in now before someone goes, I really want Sesko. I don't see Sesko on that list. I see Sesko going to Arsenal. One step up from the first team. Parrott, Scarlett, or Lancashire. Who are you choosing? Ooh. Billy, that's a belter of a question, mate. I'll put it as a poll. I'll see what everyone else thinks as well. Whilst everyone's voting, I'll say it. All right, pick one of these three because this is a hell of a question. We're going Parrott, Lancashire. Ooh, Lancashire. Actually, we'll put in Valise as well. Valise, Scarlet. Right, there we go. That's a hell of a question, Billy. I think if I was to pick one that would come in with the first team, it'd be Scarlet or Parrott. I think Lancashire will go out on loan, potentially to the Championship for sure. Got a favourite, Kone Vifala or Fafana? Edison, Callum. How about that? But if I had to pick one of those three, give me Fafana. Xerxes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I feel like Xerxes may go back to Bayern because I think Choupo-Moting might leave. So I just feel like he might go back. Apenda Sudishan says, fair enough. El Nesri, evening, Mike. Hope you're well, mate. Not as keen. Not as keen. And I'm not as keen as a Solero either. Only reason I say Tony because Prem proven and don't want to be in Don Bellade again. Well, you know, Solanke could also prove that for you as well, Liam, to be fair. Lancashire and just drop in the odd mate from account Fumph. Don't know about any of our youngsters. Haven't seen any of them. Oh, Sudishan, that's your homework for this evening. Go and watch a few of those boys so you have a bit of an idea. All right. Let's have a look at this quick poll. Oh, this is close. Interesting that Valise is winning this though, but this is close. I'll hold it up for a couple more minutes and we'll sort of see. Oh, Parrott's taking the lead. Oh, anyway, that's what I wanted to hear. Yeah, exactly. If Valise is an option, then him. I think Valise will go out on loan, Van Gogh, but I do quite like him. Lancashire. Interesting, Sofian. Interesting. So Lewandowski might as well at Barca. Cheeky freebie for a season. Plus Dybala's 20 million. He scores. Lewandowski's just too old. And Dybala, his injuries just scare me, to be honest. I just think they scare me. Don't forget to hit the like button. Absolutely. And hit the like button if you are enjoying it, lads. Obviously, share it to your friends and stuff like that. Obviously. We need to look at Brobby. Oh, yeah. I saw that Brobby was like, oh, I want to play for like these teams and then labeled Spurs in there out of nowhere. And I was like, I don't know. Why are we on this list? I think Santiago, Donnelly, etc. will be filling our home train quota. Under 21s literally won the league and played so many teams off the park. Let's hope we see some breakthroughs into the first team. Absolutely, Mr. Beats, mate. Absolutely. There's a lot of talent in the under 21s. And if you're adding in like a Bergvall to join that, we've got to be excited for this. Hi, Asif, mate. How are you, mate? You all right? Jimenez has done it in the Champions League. Solanke hasn't for me. He would flop against the big teams. I've seen Solanke against the big teams in the Premier League, though. So there's that. Under 21 did great, but don't forget that best under 21 players go out on loan. They normally do, but when you've got that one, you've got that one or two that you're like, yeah, they're decent. They normally get put on the bench and they get minutes here and there for the first team. Right, I'm going to end this poll. Lancashire won. As for a guy that you want to play in terms of, you know, the sporadic minutes off the bench, things like that, Lancashire won and Belize was a close second. So Parrott was winning for a little while and ended up losing. So how about that? What else we got here? Sonny isn't going anywhere. I think Sonny loves Tottenham so much he sleeps in Tottenham Spurs pajamas. They're expensive pajamas, I can tell you that. When will we win a trophy? Does the Audi Cup not count? No, look, let's ask me that at the end of this transfer window. How about that? Which one of our youngsters has long shot skills and the range of finishing rather than the person who's alive in the box? So I choose that guy. Sudishan, I can't tell you these things. You gotta do that homework. Will we loan or finally get rid of Ndombele's contract? I don't know, Gary, actually. I really don't know if we will just sort of work our way to sort of just let him go, or it'll be another loan situation. But yeah, he won't be with the first team this year. I know that. Santiago won't be first team ahead of Moore. No, Mikey just seems to have just jumped a massive queue, to be honest. What do I think of the Geertruida links? I talked about it earlier, Madsy, and I like the links, but it made me think that potentially the left centre back, left back idea that I had in mind that we had been told about may not be the route they go. They may go right centre back, right back as that masquerading, and then an out and out left back who maybe can play a bit more like that Porro spot on this left hand side potentially, which I don't hate, by the way. Be nice to mix it up. Doesn't have to always have to be Porro being in there and Desi Adogi being so far forward than anyone else. Evening, Teddy, mate. How are we? There's a reason Southgate didn't pick Solanke. Southgate couldn't even pick out a pair of socks from a drawer, mate. Don't worry about that. We need to stop sacking whoever comes our way to expect silverware. The fact that, Ange is one of the first ones that actually finish a season is a joke in itself. Solomon is back in training. He is. I saw that. Hopefully getting fit to getting sold. Geertruida would be a good buy. Covers plenty of positions. Yeah, I agree, DJ. I agree. Wahi from RC Lens says he wants to leave that club. I did talk about him, I think, earlier a lot. Did I talk about him in the summer last year? I definitely talked about him around that time. And I said, he's a really exciting player. But I don't say that I value him like a Valise, but I look at him sort of in that realm. He wouldn't be my number one striker, you know? Geertruida is brilliant. Mike knows. Lancashire got all those goals because he was serviced by Donnelly. He's good, but definitely not elite yet. Well, he's still young. Kane wasn't good until he had his breakthrough, and then from there. Solomon is rapid. He reminds me of Lucas Moura, a poor man's version of Lucas Moura, but Murillo was linked. Geertruida is just 10 times better. Emerson, who can actually attack, plays right back, left back, centre back, and defensive mid. I mullered that one, Madsy. I don't know why I mullered that. Look, if he's 10 times Emerson, then I'm keen. Do you want to still see us? Oh, hang on. You still see us the same way we are in 5 years until Levy leaves? Oh, God, that's brutal. That is brutal. Hey, Silverfred, mate, how are you? Yeah, I like the Geertruida move. I would really like that move, to be honest. I would. I think it'd be absolutely solid. Let's have a look here. Why is it that I open Twitter and I get random memes of us getting cooked? I don't know why. This is why you don't spend a lot of time on Twitter, kids. That's why you don't. Well, sorry. Oh, I've missed a few here. Oh, hang on. Vlahovic, Solanke, Jimenez, Gyökeres. You can only choose one. Gyökeres or Solanke, I'd say. I don't want Vlahovic. I've not been keen on Vlahovic for a little while now. Jimenez is very well rounded, has high IQ, runs channels, drops deep, creates triangles, holds up pretty well, links up well, helps teammates pretty well, selfless, but his long shot skills, I don't know. You really like a striker with long shot skills, Sudashana. I've noticed that. Samu Amorodian might be sold by Atleti. No, I think Alvarez will go for big money. I have this idea that Alvarez is the Haaland replacement. How much do you think we could get Murillo for? Well, look, Forest have an FFP situation, hence why we're linked with Hudson Odoi, we're linked with Gibbs White. 50. I think he's going to be in that realm because of his age. Do you think Geertruida would be the only sign in the defence? Ooh. I'm going to go bold. I'm going to say no. I'll say no. I think we could get two. So I'm actually excited about Bergvall. I'm excited about Bergvall, Liam, mate. I cannot wait to watch a bit of preseason football and he's out there. Because a lot of our youngsters will get time in preseason because we've got so many games. a lot of our youngsters will get time. I mean, some of our games are even played when international football is still on. Looks like AC Milan just hired their new manager, by the way. So I think maybe that might speed up the Emerson deal, which is good. Forest needs to sell PS after maybe 30. Madsy, mate, if we get 30, if 30 was the way, I'd be thrilled, but I don't see it. I swear YouTube trolls me suggesting Arsenal videos too. Are you an imposter? Are you a gooner in this chat, Callum? You can just say not interested to videos, by the way. If you click the 3 dots on it, you can say not interested and it will start to sort out your algorithm. Jimenez is good at long shots, though. Off this subscriber count is like I want long shotting strikers. Maz, I think 25 million, to be fair. I've seen Alvarez could leave City. I'd love him. I don't see City City don't mind selling Zinchenko and Jesus because they're not very good, but they won't sell an Alvarez to Spurs. Is Eze too much money or not? Because 60 million is a lot of dosh. It is a lot of dosh, James. But 3 words. Eze is him. 1 sign of fence is enough, really. 2 would be nice because look, we need another left back and we need a right back and we still need a centre half, unless they're going to use Phillips or a Dorrington or someone like that in the centre back area. That's the way I'm going to look at this. That's why I think 2. A guy that can maybe, because you can maybe slide Mickey out onto the left back position, but then Mickey misses time through injury. So, that's why I'm saying it. I'm still hyping up for Gray. I assume, Teddy, you mean Archie, right? Yeah. If so, then I agree, mate. The problem may come when Daniel Levy delayed to release the money, guys. Not sure what you mean by that, Silver Fred, mate. Sorry. 2 defensive signings to replace a lot of players. Need VDV and fullback cover. Yeah, Madsy, I completely agree, bud. Completely agree. The new kit is mint. James, I'm a little bit on the fence. I think it'll be one of those where it'll grow on me as the season goes on. The more I see it when we're playing in it, I think it'll grow on me. I would love to Ketelaere at Spurs. Perfect backup for Matters. To Ketelaere, the striker. Interesting. Where do you see us next season? Will we win the league? I think we'll have a great chance to get a trophy next season. We're not going to win the league next season. We're not going to win next season. But Champions League football for sure. And we'll talk about... Ask me after the window. That's the way I look at it. But I still think we're top 4 regardless. But ask me after the window. How dare you? Hey, Callum, I'm just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. That's what I'm saying. I'm loving the long... the long chats could be quite fun. I think you guys get a lot more information from me. We get to talk a bit more as a group as well. These pre-recordeds are all right, but we don't obviously get to have that conversation as we're getting right now. Big teams have amazing defenses. Scoring a tap in is pretty hard for modern strikers who just tap in. Yeah. True. I don't hate it, Citizen, but I wouldn't be basing my striker pick on a guy who can hit a ball from 25 yards. How about that? Would you take Kyle Walker back for a season or 2 if Man City don't renew his contract? I'll take Kyle Walker now. He's at Hotspur Way. Right, get him in the cupboards where Eze is now. Daniel Levy, get another piece of paper and a pen. Right, go on. There's a contract. You're here as well. And Ange's in the corner. Mate. On repeat to those 2 until they sign. That's why Highlands are ghosting big matches. So is Mbappe. Ooh, big. Fun fact, Yorkres is part Greek and is as Ange. Plus, we got our Swedish lads. Get Yorkres on that phone with Ange and Kulu. And Bergval. Don't leave Mark Lucas out of this, Mr. Oruxby. God. I just want players to hit the target or at least like Kulu. Fair enough. Fair enough. Charles Ketelaere is playing attacking mid as well. Yeah, I just look at him more as a, as a striker. Europa final, May 22nd, we will be there. If we are in that final, I'll do a watch along. How about that? Yorkres is underrated too. The guy scored like 45 goals, and people say it's because of the Portuguese league. Regardless, that is a ridiculous number. Oh, yeah. And he was injured for a big part of that season as well. So he's had a great season. Interacting is key. Interacting is everything, Liam. Is everything. It's what I've done for most of my work. Man City need Teo Hernandez. Man City need a divine blessing, is what I would say. Charles Ketelaere looks like Tom Cruise. So do I, Citizen. I'm Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise at his age looks better than me, and I'm half his age. So there you are. Right, a couple more minutes because I am going to head off and enjoy some PlayStation because I'm a loser. I hope that Ange hasn't been exposed with his playing style because, well, look, James, I think injuries have made a big point. And I think a lot of people overreact a little bit to the whole, counter-attacking thing. If the attacking fluidity is there, we stop a lot of our own counter-attacks. I think it's great as well, though, James. I'm with you, though, completely. James Plains. Love it. Do you think we'll have Decky by the end of the preseason? I think Decky will stay. Højbjerg won't be staying, but I think Decky will stay. Sudishan says, are we getting France's biggest talent? Ryan Cherki, Desiree Doucet. I don't know. I do not know, Sudishan, mate. I do not know. What games have you been playing at the moment? Mate, I am obsessed with Star Wars Battlefront 2 Heroes versus Villains mode. I'm very good at it as well. I'm not very good at a lot of games, but I know this one I'm great at. So I play that every day. Every day. I love it. I like the NBA or I like Madden, the NFL game as well. Well, Madden is my second love. But yeah, those three, I'd say, is my main three, Joshua. If you're a loser playing the PlayStation, I don't. Hey, we'll all be losers. There's nothing wrong with it. Is that Kool-Aid in your glass? No, mate. We all know what this is. This is summer fruit squash. It's the best squash in the world. Should we focus on the Premier League or Europa League? Build a squad and focus on all of it. How about that? Are we going to talk about the City legal action fiasco? Brian, I talked about it earlier, actually, and I just said, look, I can't obviously comment on the situation because you're innocent until proven guilty. So we have to give that, and we have to give that benefit of doubt. But it doesn't look good when you've attacked back. It never looks good in any situation. Even in an argument, it never looks good. And, penalizing your youth team, your female team, the fans by increasing prices because of this, that's never the way to go, So it's bad. And the fact that they've called out, quote, the cartel, ironically, is what the lower league teams calls the big six, which includes us and Man City. It's quite weird. Desiree Doué is the next Mbappe. What about Ethan Mbappe? Is he not the next Mbappe? Done, yes. Dewey, yes, please. Clive, I got what you meant there. I got what you meant, mate. Don't worry. Battlefront 2 is goated. Oh, you already know it. Give me Palpatine and just move out of the way. Nothing wrong playing the PS, mate. I'm on the Xbox right now playing FM24. DJ, mate, you got to tell me who you are. And if it's not Spurs, it better be a lower league team. Star Wars is brilliant. Joshua, a man of culture. I think the new kit is far something different. I said it, Jacob, I sort of said, I'm on the fence with it. I think it'll be a kit where as the season goes on, it will grow on me, but I'm not blown away at the moment, Zidane really likes Doué, and have you seen him play? OMG, I have seen him play. I have. I like him, regardless of Zidane, I like him. But, would we win any trophies if City get them revoked? James, I'd have to do my own homework for that. I don't know off the top of my head. Oh, no. The League Cup, EFL Cup, when Mourinho got sacked, technically we'd win that, wouldn't we? That's the one off the top of my head that I know. But yeah, we get that one. Oh, it's just depressing, isn't it? Random question. Do you play any fancy games like FPL or Euro Fantasy? I actually don't. Fantasy football is one of those I do for 2 weeks and then I give up because I completely forget about it. Maybe we'll have to do an FPL Premier League one for Inside Spurs. How about that? We might have to do that next season. Have you watched Dune? I'm a big fan of it. Do you know what, Van Gogh? I haven't. I'm a really weird one. You've even watched me here on this video. I can't sit still for very long. I get really antsy and I have to move around a lot. So have you seen our second kit? It looks like a tablecloth. Oh, yeah, that is awful. That kit is awful. Absolutely awful. I'm Aldershot Town, currently sitting fourth in the Prem. DJ, meet Teddy. Teddy is an FM maverick like yourself. DJ, what year are you in? Because Teddy's in 2050. Who do you think? Who do you think was the club who agreed to City? Well, apparently it's not Newcastle. And I thought it would have been Villa. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. Um, what's your England midfield for the Euros? Oh, good question. Well, Rice is. I think Rice. We can all agree is in there, right? Bellingham. And depending on the team, like if we're playing, Serbia, who are going to sit back and be like that, are you going to be playing Eze out on the left? If not, you can play him in centre. Actually, will you play him out on the left because you got Foden, Saka, and Palmer? But okay, maybe Eze in the centre. When we play the big boy teams, give me some Adam Wharton. I like the look of that young man more than I do Mainu. Gareth Elliott says Ivan Toney will be involved against. Yeah, well, he just wants the world class striker to get running, basically. So I get it. But then what happens if Kane was to miss a game or get injured and we've got no striker in the backup who's got any momentum? I'm on a hoovering up Wonder Kids mission on FM24. Oh, Teddy will help you if you need DJ. I'm hearing it's Arsenal. I couldn't tell you, Joshua. Maybe. Couldn't tell you. Someone said a second kit looks like the boy in striped pajamas. What a film that was, by the way. What a film that was. I thought of Chelsea. Chelsea have always been quite on it being on the right side of things. So I wouldn't say it as them. You're in the 2028 season, DJ. You've smashed this. Have you got the difficulty turned down to beginner level? Nike never fails to disappoint with the kits. Honestly, even if they wear a potato, it doesn't really matter if they win. Nike just rinse and repeat, mate. That's all they do with their kits. If City get charged and relegated, would that open the door for us to potentially win the league? It'd open the door up for Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Villa, Spurs, all of us. I'm on FM24 too with Leeds. It's going awful though. Well, look, Regal, mate, you need help. You've got Teddy and DJ in here that can help you, mate. All right. Unfortunately, I don't see Madders making the final squad. Yeah, it's a bit ropey for Madders. Hopefully, he starts the next game, so at least they give him a chance. Will they really release this second kit after such a poor review? Probably, as long as they get the money for it, 2050. Yeah, Teddy's a monster. He's a monster, Regal. Never mess with him. He's 26 years into a game that genuinely takes ages to complete a season. You never play any game on easy. It's pointless. Oh, yeah. All right, DJ. Mr. Aldershot Town, 4th in the Premier League after 4 years. Oh, yeah. I remember that old chestnut. No, I'm joking, mate. It just means you're really good at the game. Bless yourself with it. Boy in striped pajamas. Yeah. Belter of a film, though. Could it be City? If City are guilty for everything that they dropped down more than 2 divisions, and City could be absolutely mullered by this, mate. Mullered. Are you investing in Watford since they put the part up of the club up for sale? No, I won't be. Although I don't mind them allowing fans to get in there, unless there's nothing, sinister behind the system. But I don't mind that whole idea. Here we go. Regal's asking for help, Teddy. He's asking for help. Give him some help. He says he needs a cheap left back, left wing. Any suggestions? Some of my best players just force their way out. That's disgusting. Typical Leeds players. Disgusting. Are there still any Jordan links for potential fourth kit? Jordan aren't going to go for us because they wanted the Champions League side. So they're linked with Chelsea and Spurs, but they're getting obviously neither now. He's not playing a lot of matches, just playing for transfers. Oh, Teddy, you just... What's your favourite Star Wars movie or show? Ooh. Joshua, a man of culture you are. I even have a group chat with a couple of friends just about Star Wars. I love the older films, personally. I love those 3. I don't like the newest ones. Kenobi was a bit of a tearjerker. Revenge of the Sith, that's always quite solid. Yeah, 4, 5, and 6, though. I liked 4, 5, and 6, to be fair. What's yours, though, Joshua? Come on, we need this back the other way. Yours is the Clone Wars, Joshua. Really interesting. General Skywalker's your guy, is he? Do you like Lazio playing kits? They're pretty nice with the collar, especially. A lot of the Italian football team kits are very nice solution, mate. I do actually think so. Here we go. Look at this. I'm bringing the community together on FM24, even though I haven't played FM in years. Look at that. I would say Teddy would help you, but he's about 30 years ahead of everyone, so there's no need for him. He really likes Robin van Persie's child or whatever, you know. I didn't. I just it was a bonkers one for me. Leeds could be Red Bull owned eventually. Well, Red Bull have invested already, haven't they, James? I thought they already had. Fabrizio Romano might invest in Watford. That would make a ton of sense, to be honest. That would make a ton of sense. Revenge of the Sith for you, Joshua, or Clone Wars? Oh, you know. Revenge of the Sith was great, especially for like those little Easter eggs and things like that. But it was great. Yeah, I loved it. Literally first year. Silver Fred, get yourself to bed. Get yourself rest. Get yourself ready for the gym, mate. I'm happy with that. That's a good reason to leave the live stream, mate. I'm happy with that. If you know about Star Wars Knights or the Old Republic, Raven. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Joshua is a man of culture. I like this, Joshua. I like this. Rinse the loan system, mate. Yeah. Right, lads, I've got something for you here. I used to play Championship Manager 102. All right. Belter of a game. Absolutely incredible game. Pep Guardiola was on a free transfer at the start of that, in that summer window. And he wanted like 50K a week. And I always refused. I wasn't having that, Pep. Wasn't having that. But yes, absolute what a game. If any of you played that, let me know, because that is a belter of a game. Should have gotten a Star Killer trilogy instead of Disney. Oh, Disney Star Wars is rubbish, Beats. It's rubbish. Jim Mills, right. The way I look at the Jim Mills Marfin, that's just, you know, this will make you laugh. As soon as the stream ends, I've got food. It's pasta, by the way. You can tell it's pasta. Find a carb source that you digest well. Base your diet a little bit more around that. Lean protein, good quality proteins. You know, eggs and things like that. They're all good. Quick carbs as well, post-training. But yeah, pastas, rices, things like that, mate. Honestly, that's got, you know, beef mince, mushrooms, you know, sauce, pasta. I think it's got some carrots, some celery. You know, it's plenty in there, mate. So Marfin, it's quite hard to say on a live stream when I'm talking about football, but yeah, that's where I'd go. Have you watched the Fallout series, James? I haven't, mate. I haven't actually. No. You like Star Killer? Joshua is what we call culture. He's a man of culture. You play any golf? I do like the driving range, James. I do like the driving range. The fact that I'm a big gym boy allows me just to use my loads of weight just to hit the ball, and slice or not, I do enjoy it. But yeah, I do enjoy golf, mate, a lot. Yeah. What about yourself, James? Yeah. Chicken, pasta, beta, broccoli, high in carbs. Joshua. Oh, all right. Okay. Nice. But yeah, no, hang on a second, lads. My AirPods have been charging for about an hour and a half. They are well overcharged. But yeah, I think we'll probably leave it there for today, lads. I don't think there's any. I'll just double check any football news quickly just before I go. Just in case I miss anything. All right, I don't want to be that guy that misses something as soon as I log off. Tanganga says goodbye. Pretty much warm-up shirt has been leaked. Looks awful. Looks absolutely. Oh. No, we've got news. Yeah. All right, I've got a bit of news, and I'm going to finish off with this one. Arsenal have held preliminary talks with Everton midfielder Amadou Onana, according to apparently Fabrizio Romano. Wow. That puts it well. Obviously, it doesn't mean anything, but it would mean them allowing to move Rice from the 6 to 8, and Nana goes into the 6. Odegaard is at 10. That's a damn good midfield. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, look. It definitely, if he comes off the list, you know, we're left with Fana, Vifala. We're left with a few decent players still, you know. So, yeah, I mean, we'll finish on the Onana one. DJ and Regal, mate, you're gonna have to take each other to a different area. Yeah, Joshua, the breaking news was Anana. Has to be that. Regal and DJ, I'll quickly leave this chat open for a second or two. Follow each other on Instagram, send each other some messages. How about that? One of you put your handle in, one of you follow, one of you message. How about that? Bosh. Yeah? Look at that. Bringing the community together, lads. Bringing the community together. Mate, I've not played FM24 in a little while. It's got me getting the juices going. I might have to start playing something like that again soon. I'll get wrapped up in it, though. I'll complete a season in a heartbeat. And I'll be in 2050 where Teddy is in no time. And I'll be looking at myself going, what have I done? And it takes me away from my Star Wars Battlefront and I'll be no good at it in the end. Away kit is rubbish, but I kind of like the warm-up kit. See, I don't really like the warm-up kit. Might have to do a Star Wars Battlefront stream. Oh, I don't know if you can handle it, mate. I'm pretty techie on the old. I mean, look, my PlayStation is actually on. You can't really see it, but it is actually on. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm on my food and I'm hopping on Battlefront and I'm going to cook some fools because it's triple XP. But yeah, maybe Joshua, maybe in the summer when it's a bit of a quieter day, might do that. Maybe. You never know. Dump Spurs start PlayStation streams. I used to do career mode. but it used to annoy me. The quality of gameplay used to annoy me on FIFA. So I just kind of stopped for a little while. I do actually have one to upload. It's ready to upload whenever I want. It takes a little while to upload. And it was the North London Derby. Obviously, we drew to all in the season. I could upload. Sold Battlefront. Hang on, mate. Get yourself on Hell Let Loose. It's World War II FPS. It's brutal. Sounds like my cup of tea. Don't sell Battlefront, though. I'm good at it. Just get off the brown one. That one is just cursed. It is cursed. And cross-platform. Well, cross-platform's good, but the PC players kind of screw me. So there's that. But anyway, lads, I hope you have enjoyed it. Obviously, I'll be back tomorrow, 12 o'clock. 12 and 7 is my usual streaming slots, by the way, lads. So I'll be there 12 or 7. All right. I will. Or we go. What's your favorite clone trooper like Rex Commander? I bloody love Rex. We always love fives. Fallout 4 is brutal as well. Fallout 4 is... I've seen some clips of it. It's brutal. Post the career mode. Callum, mate, maybe. You play your cards right, I might just do it. Like Nike doing something different now. Yeah, they're not doing a very good job of it. Yeah, so 12 p.m. midday UK. Yeah, these are both UK times. 12 p.m. and 7 p.m. will be the afternoon and evening streams. And then on the weekends, I'll try and at least get one a day on the weekends. I'm off to the rugby on Saturday, so I might struggle to get one on Saturday in there. But Sunday, I will get one on Sunday, 9 a.m. for sure. So it allows people from Australia. It allows people that maybe are working to jump in, all right? Anyway, lads, I'll see you all tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Enjoy your evening, lads. Take care.